PincheAls garage with guest star Sam. We're going to be doing pulleys today. We're going to do a crank pulley, power steering pulley, and alternator pulley from ECS Tuning. The first thing you guys need to do is make sure you jack your car up. Not 10 feet off the ground, but this is about right. That's all the jack can go. Take your wheel off. And then once you get that safely off the ground, you're going to take off the intake hose here. Loosen up your power steering. And get this being able to wiggle out of the way so you don't tear anything into it. Because you need to be able to get a 17 mil wrench. So you can pull on the belt tensioner here. You can pull that back so you can loosen the belt, and then you can pull the belt out. If you guys don't know how to put the belt back in, try to eyeball it and draw a belt routing diagram for you guys. It's not very hard. If you can see it, it goes down over under the AC. Actually, no, under the power steering, over the AC, and over the alternator, and then back down to the tensioner. Alright, to show you guys a better view of what the pulleys look like. Here they are down here. That's the crank, power, AC, and then all the way at the top is alternator and the tensioner. So you need to pull those four out. You're going to need a 19 mil star socket here to hold the crank in the opposite direction of you loosening it. Find the bit that you need for the crank pulley. I think it's like an 8. Let's double check. No, smaller than this one. You're going to need a 6 mil Allen socket. If you have the wrench, use the wrench. But it's better if you have a socket so you get more tension on the actual nut itself. So what you're going to need to do is put that and use this to hold it so you don't crank the motor over at the same time. Make sure we remove the belt first, so I'll show you guys how to do that. So what we end up doing is loosening the intake hose here. Next thing, you're going to need a 10 mil deep socket. Loosen the one nut that's on this power steering housing. Set that aside. Now, vacuum hose. Now you can wiggle this out of the way. Doesn't need to move that much, just enough so you can get space for the wrench. So the next thing you're going to do, if you have a buddy with you, like Sam, you're going to pull towards you and have Sam take the belt off. Pretty easy. All the way off, Sam. It's stuck on the top. There you go. Now your belt is off. So the next thing we're going to do is remove the crank pulley and the power steering pulley. So what you want to do is set your ratchet to tighten and put this on the crank. While he has his on loosen, and loosen the top ones. Just hold on to them. They've never been loosened, they're going to be kind of a bitch to take off. Make sure you get them in all the way, because if not, they will strip. with all the bolts off, you just wiggle this sucker out. Go for it, Sam. Wiggle it out. Now,
take this off, right?
huh?
You're gonna take this off, right?
It just wiggles all of it out. All of it just comes right out. That's your crank pulley. Now, one thing that you're gonna notice on the crank pulley, there's a couple holes here. 2 extra ones. They're alignments. There's only one that will line up properly. It's this little dimple right here on your actual pulley here. So when you put this on, there's no wrong way to put this on. It will only go on one way, and you'll notice it when you guys line it up. All the holes won't line up until they do, then you actually have it on correctly. I'm going to show you guys that when we get to do the install. Now, while doing the power steering, this one's a little bit more difficult because you don't really have a spot to hold the pulley. So with the long screwdriver, you want to cram it in here into one of the little rivets. Since you're not going to be using the pulley again, this is okay. And just hold on to the pulley this way while the guy or your buddy breaks them loose. Alright? Same size Allen wrench or socket to remove them. It just will take a little time. A little bit longer than the crank. So once you break loose the nuts, they come off pretty easy. Or the bolt. And then the power steering pulley just pulls right out. And you got that out. So the next pulley is going to be the alternator one. This is going to be the hardest one because you actually got to take the alternator out to get the actual amount, or maybe we'll see. We'll give it a try without it. I like taking it out. Alright, so we had to go get a clutch, like an alternator clutch pulley kit. Here's the part number, guys. 27275 from AutoZone. So what you're gonna need to do, they give you different sets of bits here and sockets. You're gonna need to actually assemble yours with these 3 pieces. You're gonna require a 1/2 inch drive and a 15 mil wrench. We had to use a cheating method to get enough torque on here, because that pulley was on there pretty tight. So we use this, and you're going to push, and then you're going to pull on the ratchet to break it loose. Reverse the process for installing the pulley the same way. Just make sure you take everything all the way out. Once that's done, you'll be able to put in your new pulley. The tool rental was $60, but we get all our money back once we drop off the tools.